Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Plat. Purplatypus is the name, and we're doing a video we've kind of done in the past, but new event, we're going to do it again. And this is the priority for how to spend your Dragon Quest 3 medals. We already did it for the Slime Fest medal shop, and I was thinking about maybe not doing this, but I had multiple people ask, and I even saw people in Discord mention that they wanted a guide like this, so I would do it. And honestly, this one's a little bit different than the last shop. It's actually kind of interesting, I would think. I want to say. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, what should you get first? We all know this. Same time every time. Say it with me, everyone. Say it with me, everyone. Say it with me. Iridescent orb. That's what you want to get every time first if you can. Now, basically, you're going to get enough medals anyway. If you get one thing, only one thing, get the iridescent orb for 3,000. If you get two things, get the iridescent orb and then the Zoma SP vouchers. Assuming that you're going to get at least enough of both of them, it doesn't really matter which order you buy them. The vouchers are more fun to get up front. They're cheap. It's fun to pull. Go ahead and do it. After that, I highly recommend going straight for the stamina. I think there's 20-something herbs, and they're very cheap. They're 50 stamina each. This is going to help you blow through content so much faster, especially as a free-to-play player. I mean, even whales want this, like, right? They see herbs and they dive in. So this is going to be 1, 2, and 3. Iridescent orb, and this is the order I would recommend them as well. Iridescent orb, pulls, herbs. All right. Now, assuming you're going to get all three of those, you could probably just buy them whatever order you want. Again, just to be honest. Now, after that, it's where things get a bit more interesting. Personally, I'm into the money. I'm trying to rank up a lot of units. You know, there's like a bunch of new units in this event, 2A units. A new S unit. Ranking them up is very expensive, so I went straight for the money early. I also am personally not that interested in some of the other things, but I think money is very, very reasonable. The good one. There's two monies. There's a bad one down here that you get 5 gold for every 10 medals. You want the one that you get 1,000 gold for every 300 medals. Obviously, a much better rate, much limited, more limited as well. So I recommend the money. And then after that, I'm going to recommend the Fragments. Fragments are very good. Most of you guys are going to have some question mark S units because that's what most people pull for early on. Once you get that to 100, you're going to be able to take these Fragments and go straight down here to the Awakening Material Shop and be able to go like, oh, mystery, mystery, mystery. Right here, I could do this and I could awaken one of my 3 big cool guys. Like, I'm going to save it and I'm going to get a Zoma eventually, right? But I'm not even close because I used mine on slimes, on Lionheart. I mean, Zoma probably would have been better, but we all know I'm the slime guy. But getting these next is probably pretty wise. In fact, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll just take 25 right now. Let's go. I'm going to get so much more of these medals. It doesn't matter because I'm farming every unit. I already have both A units at max rank right now, which is because I want to do unit reviews on them and stuff. After that, so the irises are very, very good. They're kind of hard to farm. There's 10 of them available. They're only 200 each. Now, the reason I haven't bought them yet is because, one, I'm going through the fragments, I suppose, but also I did buy the, I guess think this is the trap. There's a new bundle here, buy a set item, where the special bundle, basically you get 5 pulls, 10 skip tickets, 10 gold things, and 5 iridescent orbs for 980 gems. How much are 980 gems? 980 gems is going to run you, you're gonna have to spend 10 bucks to get it, because the 610 isn't gonna get you there. If you could do the 610 twice, but again, yeah, it's gonna be about 10 bucks is what it's going to cost you, whether or not that's exactly how much it costs. But I bought 2 of these. You can buy it up to 3 times. I bought 2 of it because for 20 bucks, I do a 10 pull instead of like 25 bucks. So it's a slight savings for that. It's kind of an unexciting 10 pull, but I got the irises. But basically, I would recommend that for the swap shop next. And then after that, we're going to quickly fall into preference. Lightning's probably reasonable to get, but it's a martial attack. It's not going to be that good. But the thing is about a martial attack, a moderate zap type martial damage attack is... Martial is very good on units that are very weak in all their offensive stats, like Meta Slime, right? Or other units that just are like Hades Condor, which no attack spells and not good attack stats. You might want to get like, it might have decent wisdom because of its healing. But there are units with like kind of bad strength and kind of bad wisdom, but maybe have a lot of HP, maybe have mostly utility like CC effects, the ability to put people to sleep, to paralyze, to whatever. Martial damage is always going to be consistent on these units. So even though it's never great, it's always there and it's consistent. And honestly, lightning can do a couple hundred damage. You know, it's not a bad attack. So I don't love it. I don't think it's a high priority, but I do think it is something that is worth picking up if you already kind of have a unit you want to put it on. But before that, I personally recommend probably, this is honestly where it gets tough. This is where I'm thinking, what do I want? I would probably go personally with Doom Daggers because they're limited, and the Doom Dagger is really good. If you look at what the Doom Dagger does, it has a passive crack type spell potency of 5%. Obviously, this is good on Zoma, but it's good on Slimecicle too, right? There's like, if you look at the draw list here, crack type spell potency, crack type spell brilliance. Glacial Doom is something that you can't get here, but crack type spell potency, crack type spell potency. So you can easily make this a really good weapon for like a Slimecicle or any crack spell user, which like Mucifer. Mucifer has Crackle, right? So this could be really good Mucifer. This is just a very good weapon. And obviously if you have Zoma, it's insanely good on Zoma. So I'd probably get that first because it's pretty limited and I want to roll it as much as I can to get as good of a weapon as I can. After that, I'm personally going to go for the skill tomes. I always start with Bs because I level up more Bs than As, but I will be getting all the Bs and all the As, and I'm probably going to funnel these As straight into Zoma. I might funnel them into Killing Machine to get his Crackle Slash up. You could skip all of these for now. They're actually not bad. They're physical potency. So they can get relatively strong, but they're pretty weak. There's a whole level of like B tiers that are just a bit more powerful. So in fact, I would skip those. Don't worry about those for a while. I would get Doom Daggers, and then I personally am going to get the tomes. And then, but most of you guys will probably, instead of the tomes, it could be very reasonable to get all your rank up mats here, because this saves you stamina. Instead of spending stamina to get mystery orbs, instead of spending stamina for pearls or these sapphires, just picking these up will be really good. And in fact, I already know I'm going to clear the shop out because I'm, you know, a whale in terms of stamina usage at least. But I obviously not everyone's going to clear the whole shop out. And so I would say that's why I'm just trying to give you a priority list. It's basically rarity, things that are really rare to things that aren't rare. The things I definitely say don't feel bad about skipping are these scrolls here. It's nice to have a bunch of scrolls, but really how good are they going to be? When are you going to use them? You have to have both a really high attack unit and you have to have a desire to put a C rank ability on it just for coverage. And like, it's just pretty bad. Like on Killing Machine, he has, I think the Zap Strike or whatever it is, Flame Slash. I think he has Lightning Slash. And even if a unit has weakness to lightning, to zap, and he could do brilliant damage, he still does more with his Crackle Slash, even if they have resistance to it, because it's such a powerful attack. So even if you have a unit with high attack, it's just not super good most of the time. So feel free to leave all these here until your very last pickups. I do recommend all these level up codexes, all of these stones before any of these skill scrolls. However, lightning is the exception. Lightning is decent, and if you already have a unit you want to put it on, then I recommend it. But it's something that can be skipped. It's very expensive. And I think that's going to be basically it. I don't want to make this like a 15-minute video, but that's basically how I'm going to tackle the shop and how I recommend you tackle it. If you want to see any other guides regarding this event, let me know. I have so much stuff coming, right? I've got pyramid guides once we get to the harder pyramid levels. I've got unit reviews. I've got tier lists coming for something else. I even made a list of video ideas that I have here. I'm going to make a list of all the farmable units, where to farm them, how to farm them, and what order I think you should farm them in a priority standpoint. And then, yeah, a bunch of unit reviews. And that's it. Also, a podcast is going up. In fact, it might already be live when the time this goes up, because I'm planning on doing the podcast tomorrow morning. This video might be, I don't know. Point is, the podcast is probably coming out the same day as this. Watch it, please. I really appreciate the support. Also, in a slightly longer outlook, not in the next week, maybe in the next 2-3 weeks, I have a really fun free-to-play guide on the way that I'm trying to work on, but I'm building up the units, leveling up skills, getting everything ready for a cool video that I think will help a lot of people. But I'm not quite ready there because I actually have to accomplish the thing myself before I can make a guide on how to accomplish it. But look forward to that. And that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for Platypuses, Purplatypus. I will catch you next time. Let me know how you like the video. You like it, leave a thumbs up. You don't like it, leave the thumbs down. Either way, leave a comment. and either yell at me or praise me, because either way, it helps me grow, baby. Peace out.